Yo, Josh 3 Arch the Archer, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics, drafted number 3 in the 2016 NBA draft. He averaged 24 points per game last season with the Celtics, and honestly, behind Jayson Tatum, he has to be one of the most underrated players in this entire league. That duo with Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown on the Celtics is going to do damage in the future. Like 100%. This duo, they're both going to become superstars. One thing I really like about Jaylen Brown's game that I really think is just heavily underrated is his crossing over, his cross-ups, his, dribbling package is honestly just extremely good. There's some moves that he's honestly looking like Kyrie Irving out there, and it's honestly just crazy how much, I don't see anyone talking about Jaylen Brown crossovers, his dribbling package. I don't see anyone saying nothing about that. I don't see anyone talking about the way he could just pull up, shoot that, his step back game, anything like that. He's also a good finisher. A really good finisher against even tall defenders and everything. And Jaylen Brown on the Celtics coming into this year, honestly, I can see him averaging around the same points, 24, 23. I think that's just because, Jayson Tatum on that team is expected to make an extremely big, large leap. Because Jayson Tatum might even become an MVP candidate in these upcoming few years. He's getting a little bit older into his prime. That's going to be coming soon. I know he's still young, still 21, you know what I'm saying? But obviously not 21, but, Jayson Tatum for the Celtics, I think, is going to take a large leap. So Jaylen Brown's points are still going to be the same. But Jaylen Brown next year, I still think is going to remain an underrated player, just because of Jayson Tatum being in that main spotlight. I think Jayson Tatum just takes the spotlight for the entire Boston Celtics. When you mention, who's in the Boston Celtics to people, I think, the main two players that people say is Jayson Tatum and Marcus Smart. I don't think anyone says Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Don't get me wrong, Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown is the best two players. I just think Marcus Smart is a little bit more popular than Jaylen Brown. And that's just honestly unfortunate because Jaylen Brown should be getting that praise. Honestly, you can make the argument that Jaylen Brown is better than Ben Simmons. Actually, he is. Jaylen Brown is better than Ben Simmons. I think his offensive scoring and the combination with, like I said, his dribbling packages, this whole player all around is just better than Ben Simmons. Obviously, Ben Simmons is better in certain aspects of the game. But Jaylen Brown, you got to give it to him. 24 points a game is something that Ben Simmons cannot do at all. You also got Brandon Ingram that was in that 2016 NBA draft. I think, Brandon Ingram and Jaylen Brown are both neck and neck. It's going to be interesting to see what Jaylen Brown, Ben Simmons, and Brandon Ingram do next year, because we're going to be comparing them and, really saying who was the best player in the 2016 NBA draft, because I think it's those three guys right there that are going to be up in the running. Obviously, I think Jamal Murray was in the 2016 NBA draft too, so that's a lot of good players in that draft that are going to be showing themselves this year, either going to be bust or flops. And like I said, I still think Jaylen Brown is going to remain an underrated player for the Boston Celtics. You got, the Boston Celtics overall, I think, their starting lineup and everything, I think they're going to be a really solid team with Jaylen Brown stepping up. I guess I can still see them going deep into the playoffs. They might be a shocker just because of Jayson Tatum's play. He might, kind of bring up his play and everything. He might start playing better. So for the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum is obviously two untouchable players. There has been, some people saying that maybe the Celtics should trade Jaylen Brown, but we're not trading Jaylen Brown. Are you shading me? Why would you trade Jaylen Brown? Honestly, this guy is going to be extremely good, extremely underrated. You Boston Celtics fans should be hyped for the years up and coming, because if the Celtics can keep these two guys together, they're going to be one of the best duos probably in the NBA. Going into, I could potentially see them being the best duo in a year. They're really, really extremely good. But yeah, that's going to wrap up things for this video. just want to quickly talk about Jaylen Brown and how he's underrated. Hopefully this video, can give some light to how good Jaylen Brown actually is. And, I got these highlights up here. He's crossing up people. And you guys should really watch, those highlights because this guy is extremely good. With that being said, though, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Comment down below what you think about Jaylen Brown. Do you think he's underrated? Do you think he's overrated? Josh the Archer, hit that bow to the subscribe button, and I'm out.